Alright. Welcome to another one about my Stump's World of Tanks console replays. Tanking with BumpmyStump. You like my new picture there? I know, I change them up every once in a while. I'm slowly building a library of different ones. They get boring. I didn't have any British or anything. All I had was really Russian and some American ones, so I was like, yeah, I need something else. We're on Murovanka. We're in the Huntsman Centurion. Or the Centurion Huntsman, whichever way you want to call it. Whichever way you want to say it. And I purchased this tank because I said I wasn't gonna. I told myself, I said, no, I'm not going to buy that one. Nah. But, that being said, I like the Centurion series. And I like the fact it has no sky. One thing, and I know I'm an idiot, but one thing that I always don't like about the Centurion is the stupid side skirts. I don't know. They just make them look weird. Whatever. So this come out with no side skirts. I'm like, And it's a Centurion. It's got the A barrel, which isn't as good as the B barrel, but people say it's way too slow. I mean, right now I'm doing 48 kilometers. You know, when people on the forums say, oh, that's horribly slow and it's horribly sluggish, and what are they comparing it to? A T62A? Sure. You know, some of the lighter ones, but if you compare it to some of the heavier mediums, it's really not bad. I mean, it's not as STA1 fast or, you know, Leopard 1 fast, but it's definitely not slow like... I mean, it's no slower than the Pershing. And I don't think it's any slower or sluggish than the T95 E2 that everyone's been raving about the last week because they've been getting it free. So, it's not bad. It's really not. It's got great gun depression. The traverse is really good. The camo, But you'll see in this game what this tank can do. I do make a few key mistakes, which I am, you know, it won't be the last time, that's for sure. Because I'm not this. Whoa! You missed. You know, I'm not this, end all be all god of all tanking. That's for sure. Just your average, everyday tanker, I guess. FV4202 over there, he's gonna bug out. He's getting out of dodge. We throw a shot right there at the fatherland, but that doesn't work. He was at I just had his turret at the wrong angle. His turret was angled pretty good the way he was sitting. The 4202 comes in and gets raped. 235 right there out of the fatherland. And what's the next thing the fatherland should do? He should back right out in front of me. There you go. How you doing? 242 in that shot. So the first couple of shots are above average. Yay! You finish him off? You're out of here. 200 finishes him off. So the fatherland's game ended pretty quick. And I noticed my tanks are pushing over the hill right here. I noticed they're pushing, so I said, you know something, I'm going with you. 222 right there out of the Panther 88. Come over the top. Can I get another one into him? No, he gets finished off as I pull the trigger. We got a T95 E2 there. And we got a J Panther. We screwed the pooch on that one. But I'll take a 226 on this one, then I'll ram him, try to keep him tracked. Keep his gun, messed up. Of course, it doesn't keep him tracked. 208 there. Usually, you try to run into the tracks, and but he's just not moving, I guess, because he's not tracked. So we throw one right there at the T95 E2, and we use an auto lock, and it hits the corner. 37 with a ram. 262 right there. Gonna ram him again, keep him tracked again. 33. He gets hit, puts one into me, takes my gun out, and then gets finished off. Bastard. This is the hits that bother me right here, though. Boom! 227 right there out of the Pershing. But I got hit from the side there, I think from a VK4502A, I believe. There's a 4502A, I mean B, excuse me, over there, or an E75. One of those two sunk it into me. So right now, we was aggressive, we pushed this hill, we took out this side. And now we can go on to the rest of the map. Too many times you'll see one person. Now I'm not saying you should always follow people that push really quick, but there are a lot of times when you can push with them, and if the whole group right there pushes like we just did, you wipe them out. Again, that doesn't mean that if there's 6 tanks there and there's 4 of you on the other side of the hill, and one tank jumps over the hill, you all rush. You got to kind of realize what's behind them, this and that, how many tanks against how many tanks. But if it's done right, a lot of times you'll end up with a result like that, which is usually pretty good. Throw a spray and pray there, and we miss. But we see a wounded 4502B. When I'm at this point in the game, I'm thinking he's the one that sunk that shot into me. So I want to go after my revenge. Come up over the hill, crest. Can I get him? Yeah, stop, bitch. 101, and I just barely get my shell in there before the guy beside me does. So, yeehaw for me. I got my revenge. E75, let's see if we can poke one into him. Come on. Ready to fire on target. Come on, go across. There you go, run it out in front of me. Thank you. 232 there. He's getting hammered. Can I finish him off? There we go, 128 ends his game, sends him back to the garage, where he can go admire his tanks. Hey, don't laugh, I admire my tanks in the garage. I'll be late at night working on something at my desk, and I'll just have World of Tanks sitting there just so I can every once in a while just flip through my tanks. Oh, what's this? WZ 1111111111111-4. Boom, shakalaka, 227 out of him. He gets finished off before I get another one into him, I believe, if I remember correctly. Come over the hill trying to put one into him. He's looking right at me, so I don't push up too far. Didn't go through. I didn't expect that one to go through. Let's see if I can get a better angle. And we're moving over here, and he gets finished off, so that's the end of him. So all that's left is a T-37. Am I going to get a shot at him? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, he gets done before I even see him appear through the buildings. Great job, man. V for victory. So yeah, the Huntsman, it's not a slow tank by any means. Anyone that tells you it's a slow tank, they're just blowing smoke up your arse. Now, again, it's not super fast, but it's not slow either. It's not sluggish. It's definitely quick enough. You know, we get leading the charge there. 2 points, 2 points, 1 point. Yay! Hand of God! That's only a first-class mastery badge. Top of the list, though. 1,481 base XP, 2641 damage dealt. So not shabby. The other team wasn't absolutely horrible. You know, the teams here actually were fail. If you look at the list right there, they were average together. One shot for 222 to the Panther 88. Fatherland, we put 3 shots for 677, took him out of the game. The WZ 1111111-4, 162 an assist, and 1 for 227. E75, 2 shots for 360, took him out of the game. 4502B, 1 shot for 101, sent that bitch back to the garage. Pershing, 97 assist, and 1 shot for 227. 2 shots for 488 to the J Panther. Should have had more, but I fucked that pooch. And T95 too. I should have had more here too, and I screwed the pooch on him. 1 shot for 339 and 130 assist. Definitely should have that second shot in there, but I just used auto-locked and screwed myself. 21 shots fired, 15 hits, 12 penetrations, 2641 damage dealt with 389 assist. So we're just about 3,000, a little over 3,000 combined, and we took 967 in damage, so we did all right. But this tank, you know, this is a tier 9 game, and I come in at the top of the list. The next closest tank in damage was 2,300, 2,500, 27. Tank Skoda T50 beat me a little bit there, but it's not slow. It's not sluggish. It's got a decent. You know, everyone knows the A barrel, 20-pounder A barrel. It's a pretty familiar tank. So if you've gone up the Centurion line and you're on the fence with buying it, and believe me, I don't normally sing the praises of wargaming. But if you're on the fence and buying it, but you like the Centurions, but you want a premium, go ahead and buy it. It's really not a bad tank. The rate of fire is good enough. The damage output is good enough. The accuracy is good enough. The turret traverse is good. The tank traverse is good. So when these people say it's a lot sluggish, they must be comparing it to like light tanks, because it's for a medium. Granted, it's not Leopard fast, and it's not AMX 30B fast or 31 ER fast, but it's not slow either. It's far from slow. So, take that with a grain of salt. That's my opinion. I think it's a decent tank. It really is. And I was on the fence. I wasn't going to buy it, but something, after a few games in it, I'm glad I did, because it's a pretty decent tank. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Tell me what you did right or wrong. And remember, when you're on that battlefield, shoot the red ones.